Okay, we're over here at the art establishment in Fountain Hill, which is kind of like sandwiched between South Bethlehem and Allentown, on the Wyandotte Street Hill. And what we're doing today is something a little, actually completely different. We're going to do an interview, but you're also going to get a guided tour from one of the owners. So it's kind of something completely different, even though I've been doing both magazines. We'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Ellen Flynn, owner of the art establishment, and we're located at 945 Broadway in Fountain Hill. And we'd like to show you around our place and what we have to offer. So come on in.
Okay. Now, obviously, this is the main entranceway in the lobby, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have some artwork here for sale that people can purchase by local artists. And then further down here, we'll be starting up next month in this area right here, an art mart
Okay.
where local artists can sell their wares. It's all
Okay.
handmade by local artists. If you pan around a little bit, we have some of it available already, but we're finishing our setup. And we'll be up and running by next month.
So this will basically kind of be like the Christmas art month all the year round.
Only
now.
year round. Yep, a little
Perfect.
bit smaller, but we have about 16 artists who are going to take part. Everything from woodworkers to potters to painters to, runs the gamut. We have a lounge here where people can feel free to grab a coffee, and it's filled with art books. So they can just relax, have a cup of coffee, and grab some inspiration here. Back here is our gallery. We have shows typically monthly. The gallery is available by invitation, which this show is. We invited this artist. This is Michelle Avery Konzik, the painter. She's a watercolor painter from Nazareth. The gallery is also available for rental by artists. We also host events here, so if you want to have a birthday party, anniversary party, graduation party, that's in this area too.
That part I didn't. That part honestly I didn't realize. It's like I've
Yeah.
probably seen it, but I never.
Yeah. We also have kids' birthday art parties, and that's held here as well.
Okay. Now I want to get into the interview, squeezing an interview in between the tour here. What gave you the idea to start up this place?
Well, my husband Tom and I are both amateur artists, and we had always been looking for a space to work. We kind of lost the space in our house. Tom's an oil painter, I'm a film photographer. So.
Speaking of dark room.
Yep. So here we have our black and white dark room. We have two enlargers, so two photographers could work at the same time. We have a light-proof door, so no one's gonna disturb the other photographer if they come in or out. You can make your negatives outside here. We have a film drying cabinet. We also have a print dryer. We have a light table where you can look at your negatives. And over here to the left is our printmaking studio. This is our press. It's the largest press that Conrad makes.
Wow.
So you are not limited in the size of your prints.
And printmaking is actually starting to come back again. I've seen
It is.
more. I see more and more exhibits that at least there's some printmaking in it. If
Yeah.
not, that's the main feature.
Yep. We just had a guy rent it last week. He worked all week pulling prints. He made T-shirts on it as well. He printed T-shirts on it as
Wow.
well. So yep, that's
So if
something
you
else
have like
could do.
if you want to really market yourself as an artist,
Yep.
you can come in.
He carved a linoleum with the logo that he wanted on there, and I think he ran about 30 or so T-shirts on it.
Wow.
It turned out great. Yep. This is our classroom in here.
Okay.
We had an oil painting class here last night.
There's supplies for everything in
Oh
here.
yeah.
Now, speaking of painting, last night you also did. Forgive me if I can't quite remember the name of it, but you had figure painting.
drawing.
Figure drawing.
Yes.
Okay, now in today's modern technological world, I can't draw to save my life. I'll be honest with you. But even though I still prefer the pencil and paper with me because I'm always on the go, my tablet. That's not you. Whatever medium you prefer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've had sculptors down there.
Oh really?
Yeah, we have painters, sculptors, photographers, as long as you get permission in advance.
Okay. Well, that's very important, obviously.
Right, because some of the models are not comfortable with that, but most of them are.
And in today's world, I mean, I'm an author and founded my second on my second magazine now, and one of the strictest rules that I have is protecting people's privacy.
Right.
And oh wow, it doesn't exist. Well, it's still a professional courtesy at least.
Right, definitely. Figure drawing, we have different models every week. Figure drawing is Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. and also Friday mornings from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay, now
Different models every week.
how's the average turnout for that? Is it pretty good, or
It's
is it kind of like
good.
seasonal where in the winter you have more people show
Yeah,
up?
I
And,
think summers are definitely slower.
and we're going
Just
downstairs.
Yeah, going downstairs.
Make sure you
Careful,
watch your
Michael.
stuff. Hey, you gotta make it be cool effect. Ow,
Yeah, very
ow.
cool.
And this is something I've always wanted to try. I've just been afraid to because with my artistic capability.
So this is our pottery studio. Go ahead, you
Okay.
can go in.
I
We
try
have a couple of
to, I try to be professional.
We have 6 wheels. This is definitely our busiest studio.
Really.
Yeah.
Amazing how
Hi, Rachel.
that is amazing how
You could say anything you want right now because I can't hear you.
I'm like that too usually. But that is amazing how you can take a piece of clay and just what you can turn it into.
Yep.
And this pottery is actually very, very ancient art form.
Yeah. And that's also coming back too. Pottery is coming back into vogue again.
Really?
People are using it as like a meditation type
I could see how,
exercise.
especially with the headphones on.
Right.
Put the headphones
Clay
on
is
and just
very
zone.
therapeutic. People find that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. With me to relax, I don't even do that when I sleep. So this is amazing, though. Now, what's
So
like?
that's a slab roller. So
Okay.
if you want to roll a piece of clay flat, uniformly flat, that's what we use that for.
Okay, and this
That's a
table.
wedging table for you to wedge your clay on. You can reuse wet clay. You can lay out on that plaster board there, and it'll
Okay.
dry it out, so it's usable.
Now, are those color
Those
samples?
are glazes.
Okay.
We have about 10 or 11 house glazes. We're going to be getting 3 more new ones shortly this summer.
Okay. Now, forgive my stupidity, lack of knowledge here. Glaze is for the finish, correct?
So you bisque fire your piece, and then you can put glaze on it, and then it gets fired again.
Okay. Again, forgive my lack
That's
of
all right.
knowledge on that. It's,
Okay.
one thing I love about doing things like this, I learn a lot, as well. And this looks like the main studio for art,
Yes.
for
So
painting.
we have classes down here. This stand in the middle here is where our models are. This is where the figure drawing goes on.
Okay.
We have events down here. We'll have, we host an indie craft fair once or twice a year down here.
Did I cover that?
I don't think you did.
Okay, I'll put that on the list.
Okay.
This is amazing though. I still remember the first time I walked in here and walked around, I was like, wow, I just could not. And I love the way it's like you combine the studio with almost like the rust that, you kept the stone and everything.
Yeah.
The architecture.
We actually had those stone walls were covered up with stucco, so we had them sandblasted and repointed.
Yeah, this is like almost back to, it fits in with Bethlehem in the area with
Yeah.
almost like the
Oh, yeah.
colonial architecture.
Definitely, yeah.
But, so how long have you been doing this here?
This has been open for just over 2 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And I hear your phone ringing.
Yeah, that's okay. I have an answering machine.
Okay. Gotta love the modern technology. But, and your classes are available to pretty much everyone, no matter their age.
Right. We have beginner classes, more advanced classes. We have classes in basically every studio that we have. Printmaking, we have darkroom classes, painting, drawing, pottery.
Okay.
We have kids classes, adults classes.
I'm just trying to highlight some of the things I find amazing. That's all.
We also have something that's very unique in the area. We offer classes for special needs people.
Oh, really?
Yes, every Saturday
Wow.
from 1:30 to 3:30. Adults, kids with special needs, all ages can come and create art.
Wow.
Yeah, it's something that we felt was missing.
Okay.
We are parents of a special needs child, and so we felt that there was a need for it in the community. So
Okay. Now this is another art form that's actually coming back and becoming popular. Take notice, making mosaics.
mosaics,
Now,
yeah,
how
these are
difficult?
amazing.
How difficult is that?
Well, I don't do them, but I know they're very, very, very time consuming. For this one with the citrus,
Okay.
she had to cut every single piece. It was very time consuming, but it's
Wow.
beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
It's very summery.
Yeah, I've seen this in
Mm-hmm.
quite a few art exhibits. And now, what is this used for?
Okay, that's a mat cutter. So
Okay.
when you see in the picture there's a mat around it.
Yes.
That's what's used to cut the mat.
Okay.
That goes around your picture.
Like I said, I learn a lot when I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing this. It's, always a great education when when you have the ability. And thank you so much for allowing us to come in
Thank you,
and
Michael.
do a tour and everything.
Thank
and
you.
I think you pretty much answered a lot of the questions that I had for the interview. Just one final one, and this is kind of the way I always wound out all the interviews. Advice you would give to artists or people like me who kind of eventually would like to toy around with it, just have absolutely no talent and should stick to writing, just to
Well,
artists in general, no matter
Yeah.
if it's a child that wants to,
Right.
like with Play-Doh, or it's an
Yeah.
adult who's retired that, okay,
Yeah.
what am I going to do with my retirement
Right, right.
You know-
Just jump in and do it because, don't be afraid. Just jump in, try everything, see what you like, take classes and see what you like, see what you're good at, and
Okay. Now I do have one. I just
try
thought
it
of
out.
one final question. This is kind of with everything. There's multiple schools of thought. There's multiple, as far as how, with me, when I go with college, okay, put me in an online class, I'm good. Put me in a classroom, I'm asleep. You know what I mean? As far as your personal opinion, as far as people want to become serious artists, do it for a living, make a career out of it, whether it's painting, graphics design, whatever. Formal schooling versus self-teaching, or a combination of both. Your personal opinion.
Okay, that's a great question, especially considering where we are standing right now.
That's
This
also-
girl
Okay.
is 22 years old, this artist, Michelle Avery Konzik. She has no real formal training. She did not go to art school. These are
Wow.
watercolors, okay? She is amazing. Her artwork is astoundingly great for her age, and she did not go to art school.
Wow.
So she worked very, very hard at, her style, her technique. She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yep. So it really depends on the person. Some people do need the formal training. They need to be in a classroom. That's how they learn best.
Right.
She didn't feel that was for her, and she's very successful already.
Okay.
So it really depends.
And occasionally, on rare occasions, you do actually have one or two celebrities stop by, if I remember correctly.
Occasionally.
We're gonna leave it at that, because you got to keep checking back to see everything coming up here. We're gonna leave it at that. But unfortunately, was it 2 years ago? I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the artist that when I was a kid and a teenager, Boris Vallejo and his wife Julie Bell were here, and I was contracted to do something else. They're the reason why I fell in love with fantasy
Yeah.
art. So occasionally, you do have.
And they do come for figure drawing sometimes. You
Okay.
never know when they're
Yeah.
going to pop in, but they do come. They're local, and they're very,
And
very nice
I will say
people,
this on
so-
camera to make this official, and during this, if you ever find out how much they charge for an appearance, I will find a way to pay for
Okay.
it, to do it here. I'm making that official.
Okay.
But seriously, thank you so much for your time.
you,
It was
Michael.
it was a pleasure. And hopefully you enjoyed the tour. And if you're in the Lehigh Valley, even if you're visiting, say, you're in here for a week for a wedding, family reunion on business, stop by here and, take a look at the classes, stop by and you never know. Pop in here for a class, support the local art schools and everything. And I'll tell you what, from what I've seen the staff here, there's no pressure. There's just come in here, learn, and enjoy. Am I correct?
That about sums it up.
Okay, thank you.